Okay, all right. I'm not prepared for this video. I didn't I mean, not as if I would like make a script or anything like that, but I didn't think about what I was going to say because I tried to film this video like 110 times. No, I tried to film it like twice, but nevertheless, I was just like, I've had so many people up in my DMs asking me questions, getting in my business. And so I was going to come on here today and like share that with you guys and like get a little bit deep, but not too much because I'm in a good mood and I don't want to waste the good mood. So I've been listening to music. I've been getting work done. I have been working on myself. I've been doing the most. So let's just go ahead and deep dive into everything. This is so awkward. You listen to like YouTubers if you watch YouTube and they'll say like, I just needed to take some time off. I've had some stuff in my life going on and you're like, what the heck? Like you have a seemingly easy job. All you have to do is show up and be on camera, but it's a lot different than that, especially whenever you're going through stuff. People expect you to act a certain way, to be a certain way and have a certain personality. And then when you show up and that's not the case, it's just kind of like, oh dang, like nobody wants to watch that video. So, I've been going through the ringer. I have indeed been going through the ringer, but, it's been a few months and I feel a million times better and I'm in the best and happiest headspace that I've been in. And I couldn't even tell you how long. It feels really good. I'm really happy. Yesterday I had a rough day, but today I'm really happy. But anyways, a lot of you guys have been asking and have guessed, me and Caleb did break up. I'm not going to come on here and air dirty laundry. That's not the kind of person I am, and that's not what I want to do. But we did break up, and I've had so many people just ask me, like that blows my mind. Like they would literally come on my DMs and be like, did you guys break up? Be honest, and we did. It ended in an amicable way, and then it didn't. But I have nothing but love for the guy. He's a really nice and kind person, and he treated me really good. So I don't have any bad things to say about him. I will not be spilling the tea on what happened or anything like that. It is my place to say, but it's also not my place to say. I knew it was going to happen for a while. I think we both knew that it was going to happen for a while, and it was just a matter of getting there. But anyways, so that's what's been going on in my life. That was a few months ago. I don't know what today is, but yeah. So anyways, I have been living my life and trying to be as normal as possible and do things I wouldn't have normally done, spend more time with friends, hang out with friends I haven't seen in a really long time, go do stuff, like just do things that I normally wouldn't have done because I would have been hanging out with him or, yeah, so I have just been working, and I'll be honest with you, the first little bit was really difficult because it was just mentally challenging. It's not necessarily losing the relationship, it's losing your friend, the person you talk to about everything, and it put a lot of stress on me, it put a lot of stress on my body, but things have been looking up. Things are good. I feel really good. I feel more I feel more confident in my own skin than I've ever felt in my life. I just feel joyful. I feel like I have hope. I feel like I have, and it's not that I didn't before, it's just that being newly single, it gives you a fresh perspective on everything. And it's like, okay, well, now it's just me. So what am I going to do to make me happy? Who is Katie outside of a relationship, And, yeah, it's been a learning curve, and it's been an experience, and it's been difficult. And I feel like I've learned 1,010 things. I feel like I grew up real quick. I feel like I took the information that I knew and what I wanted to do and who I wanted to be, and I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to put all this into my work, and I'm going to put this into growing myself and having a better relationship with God. And if it wasn't for my family and for my friends, I would have had a much more difficult time. I really, really, really leaned on them and leaned on their prayers and their words of encouragement and their wisdom because it was so difficult. And I have a very open mind, a very open heart as far as dating other people or like just having fun. You know what I mean? Like not putting pressure on life. I am at a place in my life where I am incredibly blessed with the job that I have. I'm incredibly blessed with my family, with my friends, with absolutely everything. And I just kind of had to shift my perspective and be like, okay, well, yes, this is a really unfortunate situation, but what are you going to do? How are you going to come out of it a better person? And how are you going to learn? How are you going to be prepared for your husband? How are you going to be prepared for your next partner? How are you going to be, you know, who are you going to be? Like, this is the time in my life where I'm like, the best version of Katie needs to show up. And so, you know, I thought, okay, the best version of Katie gets up in the mornings and doesn't look at her phone and, you know, keeps it on nighttime mode and gets up really earlier than everyone else, and goes to the gym and has her prayer time and her devotional and all these other sort of things that I wanted to do and to be. And so I started doing that and implementing that in my life, and it makes such a big difference. It sets you down on like the right foot for the day. Start off on the right foot. That's what I was looking for. Just to start off on the right foot and just to be the best version of me, to work really hard and to make videos for you guys. I gave myself a break because I needed a break. It was really difficult. My friend Jordan's blowing up my phone, and so is my mother. What's wrong with you guys? Anyways. So yeah, I gave myself a break. I felt like I deserved one. I felt like I needed that for a mental clarity and mental space, and I appreciate you guys, all your support through that, you know, because I had a lot of people reach out and be like, hey, I kind of figured something's going on. You're not posting on YouTube. Just want to know, or just wanted to let you know that, like, I'm thinking of you, praying for you, etc. And that is so kind and, like, just amazing that you can have a platform and have people that you really have never met before, but, you know, that care for you. So yeah, like, that's just how I feel. I feel kind of glowy, if that makes sense. Like, I feel glowy from the inside out. I feel really blessed and really joyful and really optimistic and happy. And like I said, don't get me wrong, I really had my tough days and my dang, I'm down in the dumps, I don't know if there's any tears left in my body to cry kind of days. Because it was just, everything was up in the air, and, you know, everything still kind of is up in the air, but it's like, I don't know, I just have a good feeling. I have a really good feeling about everything. That's just kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to grow my business. I'm doing other business ventures. I am trying to stay active on social media. I'm trying to live my best life and not be so rough on myself. As much as I hate to say this, it actually, like, I had a really tough time with this the other day. I was going to see my family. They're on a camping trip, and they've been down there for quite some time, like 12 days. And so I was going to see them, going to see my dad on Father's Day and take him his gift. And I went to go in my parents' bedroom to get a laundry basket to put their stuff in. And there was a scale there. And I've not weighed myself in a really long time. I mean, like, I just don't. You know, I work out consistently. I eat really healthy. I'm not really worried about my weight. But I was like, I haven't weighed myself in a long time. So I did. And full transparency, I usually weigh around like 133 to 137 max. You know. But anyways, so I stepped on the scale and I weighed in the 120s, in the lower 120s. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So I'd lost, you know, close to 10 pounds. And it was just, I guess, from the stress, like my body's response. I've never been in so much stress before. And it's not like I didn't know it was coming. You know, it's not one of those abrupt, like, oh my gosh, he cheated on me relationships. And then you're just like absolutely shook. It, like I said, it was kind of something that I knew was coming and that he knew was coming. And that I had many, many months to prepare for mentally and kind of push myself away. But anyways, it really bothered me that I had lost that much weight. And I was like, dang, I'm 5'10", you know, that's a tall girl to be weighing that. So I've been working on making sure that I'm eating enough and sleeping enough and getting good sleep. And it's not that I even wasn't like necessarily, I mean, clearly I wasn't eating enough, but it wasn't intentional by any means. It was just like my body's response was I wasn't hungry and the thought of food disgusted me, and, you know, but I've been hanging out with my grandparents. I've been going to see my grandparents, and they've been cooking all the good food. So I've been hanging out with them and just spending time with them and spending time with friends and people that I wouldn't normally get to spend time with. I've been going to the lake with my friends. I've been going to movie dates. I've been going to eat with people and, like, just have fun in my life. You know, I'm in my early 20s. I run my own company. I mean, I'm not like trying to be a braggart here, but I have a lot going for me. Thank God, you know, but I am just like, let me live my best life. Like, let me live my best life and not worry about anything. So that's what I'm doing. I know you guys are going to ask if I am going on dates with people. I've been on one date, And the date went really, really well. It went really good. And I don't think that either of us were like expecting it to. But I don't know that it's going to go anywhere, but I also don't know that it's going to go nowhere. So I guess we'll see. But I mean, like I said, I am open to anything. Like, I'm open to dating. I'm open to not dating. I'm open to whatever. Literally last night, this sounds crazy. Bear with me. My grandparents cooked for me, and I don't really get to see them alone ever. I'm always with my family. So I went down to their house, and they cooked, and we sat there for about 3 hours just talking, which was so nice and lovely. And they enjoyed it so much, you know, and you could just tell. And so did I, but I'm just saying, you know, spend time with your grandparents. But anyways, I got home, and I was sitting there, and I was just like, man, there's just so much to be happy about. And being happy alone is a big thing. Being happy in the midst of problems and choosing to have joy and be like, you know what, I know that it sucks right now, or I know that I don't know the future, and I don't know what in the world's going to happen, but I have such joy and such a hope because, I don't know, God promises me that I have a prosperous future and not one that's going to harm me. And anytime that I go through something as hard as this, I always come out on the other side as a better person, as a stronger and happier and more joyful person, and who, you know, you learn stuff whenever you go through difficult times and go through trials. So I am happy to be learning. I'm happy to grow as a person. I'm happy to be more mature. I'm happy to bring more to the table. I have been praying for a really long time that my heart would be prepared. Even when I was with Caleb, you know, I was like, I don't know where this is going. I don't know what's going to happen in 5 years. You may think you're marrying somebody. You may think that you're not going to marry somebody, and then you do. But I always prayed that my heart would be prepared for that person. And so that whenever I love somebody, I can love them with everything I got and not be fearful of them hurting me or, you know, whatever. Because I think that loving somebody so much is such a wonderful and beautiful thing. And I think that it's so special. My parents have a wonderful relationship, thank God. You know, they're not divorced. They are together, and they've been together for nearly 27 years. And that's just a blessing, you know, that's just a huge blessing. And I love seeing them, and I love seeing their relationship. And that's just something that I want someday. And the older I get, even though I am 23, if I had to like base my age off of like experiences and having to grow up fast and maturity, I'd say a good 36. I feel like 36 is how old I am in the soul. You know, I'm a decaf coffee girl in the evenings. I want to sit there on my porch and drink my coffee and read my book and just be joyful and have a happy life. But anyways, I see their relationship, and that's something that I definitely want for myself, but I'm in no rush. But at the same time, if there's a relationship that comes around soon, I'm also not opposed to it, because like I said, I know what I bring to the table, and I'm just excited. Like, I'm just excited for life. Even in a season of singleness where a lot of people hate it and they're like, I just want somebody, I don't feel lonely. I feel hopeful and joyful, and like, it doesn't really matter what I want, because whatever is going to happen is going to be what's best for me. And I think I'm kind of in a season of waiting and learning to be my best self, and learning to be, I guess, just the best version of me, you know, and what that looks like right now. And I'm just a happy girl. I am. I think that, I don't know. I think it's going to be really good. I do. I think that this is a good place for me to be in. I think that anytime you're uncomfortable, you're growing. And if you're growing, you're going to be doing better. Well, hopefully you're going to be doing better. But I already feel like I'm doing better. And I already feel like just good. Like, I'm telling you, I just feel good. I feel so hopeful. I feel like if Caleb wasn't the guy for me, which clearly he was not, then whoever is for me, then they're going to be perfect for me, you know. And I'm not saying the relationship's going to be perfect, but I'm like, if he was treating me so good and he was so good to me, then I can only imagine that what my husband's going to be like for me. And the same thing for Caleb. You know, like I said, I'll never get on here and say anything bad about him or bash him or anything like that, but his wife will be perfect for him. And I have nothing but love for anyone and support for anyone, especially in these sort of situations, because it is difficult. It's difficult to go from dating somebody for a long time to not speaking to them at all. But it's life, you know, and it's a fun time. I mean, it's not a fun time, but it is a fun time. But yeah, I just am excited and hopeful and looking forward to what the future brings. I'm looking forward to meeting new people and going out with my friends and making new friends and just doing stuff that I would normally do whenever you're in a relationship with somebody. Yeah. Also, I drive all the time. I didn't used to drive. I'm a driver. I bought a new car. I'm about to buy a house if I can get the price down, because it's not worth what they're asking. And I'm just living life. I'm just living life. I'm high on life. And it's just nice. Like, I feel almost like as if I'm just like, like a big breath of fresh air, and like God's just like, you can do it. You can do it, girly. I got some things in store. So that's a tea. I know that you guys probably were not expecting that. Maybe some of you guys were expecting that, but nevertheless, that's what's been going on in my life. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update and share that with you all, because I think it's important. And I just wanted to be open and transparent, honest, and have people stop asking me through Instagram. But that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you, I don't know, learn some tea on me. And I hope that you guys have a lovely and fabulous day. Also, on the lips, because I know you're going to ask, I've got the Fawn Beauty Recovery and Glow Lip Oil on, the original, and then I put the I'm Working, the limited edition shade over that. And the shirt, so cute. You can see my tan lines. The shirt is Aritzia, and I can have it linked down below for you guys. Now, go forth and have a fabulous day.